wants you in the burial chamber?
Tell her I'm busy fixing the relays as she overloaded by staying on this asteroid for too long.
She also told me to take over the relays. Like right now.
You? You're not on the repair crew. I've never even seen you before. What are you trying to pull?
What? What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before either.
Ah, enough of this!
She really needs your help. It sounded extremely important.
If she needs me that bad, she can come get me herself.
She's in a mood right now. I really don't think you want to get her mad.
Ah, you deck rats have no spine. Come on, let's see what she broke this time.
You again. Find a place for your prisoner.
Yeah, he's Stinger's problem now.
Stinger's got a lot more problems than that. If things keep going like this, she's going to run the Rakana Raiders into the ground.
You aren't worried about saying all that out in the open?
They're all scared. But I haven't forgot how things used to work. If we think Stinger's being a bad captain, we're supposed to say so.
Hey, that's why I joined.
You look lost.
I just joined up. Any advice for a new raider?
Suppose I could help you out, since you asked and all. What do you want to know?
I'm kinda new to this whole voting thing. How do you win one? A vote, I mean.
That's the million-credit question, ain't it? But I'll tell you how to lose a vote. Treat it like a joke. People don't want fun and games, they want a story to believe in.
Do you really believe in that treasure? I've heard people say it's too good to be true.
Look where we are. You think the Kepi would have built all this just to hold their old bones? No. There's something buried here, all right. We just don't know what it is.
Stinger seems intense. What do the rest of the crew think of her?
About what you'd expect from a bunch of pirates. Half of them love her, half want to stick a vibroblade in her back. But she stays captain. Know why?
She's tough?
She's loyal. There's not a raider out there who doubts that. And once people trust you, that's a hard thing to shake. Taught you all I can, whelp. The rest you gotta figure out on your own.
It's not up to you. We'll have to vote again.
Why? You banta brains won't budge. We're at a stalemate. We need one more vote for any majority. You.
Huh?
Help us settle this very important debate. What shall we serve for dinner tonight? Minot casserole or lurker stew?
Dinner, right. How about the stew?
Finally, someone with a sense of taste.
Pah! My last meal before Stinger opens that tomb, and I'm stuck eating lurker guts.
Here, have a bowl. The rest goes back into cold storage for tomorrow's last meal.
Thanks. Smells interesting.
We'll have to vote again.
Well, huh?
Dinner. Right. Minot casserole sounds good.
The right choice. Who knows what will happen once they open that tomb? If this is my last meal, I want to actually enjoy it.
Here, have a bowl. The rest goes back into cold storage for tomorrow's last meal.
Thanks. Looks good.
Ubachoda! Kansha da uba grabada fabrik.
This? Picked it off the floor in the landing bay. Someone just left it there. Why?
That's a Vansa fabrik. And Vanse wamache luna de.
Well, if he left his gear, I guess he ran out on the crew?
Krancha. No patinka daksak pixo pudu.
Antoka kadat fabrik tagwa.
Hey, that's our bait. I don't know you.
You wouldn't. I just joined the crew.
Did you now? Prove to me you know the Rokana code and earn a little reward for your loyalty.
Okay, I'm ready. Shoot.
Let's start with an easy one. When it comes to divvying up prizes, how much of the loot does the captain get?
Three-quarters, right?
And you call yourself a raider? Come back when you've got your head on straight.
Hold on to that reward for me. I'll be back for it. Hey!
Ha.
Okay,
Let's start with an easy one.
easy. The captain gets an equal share.
Good, good. And now, what does our code say droid raiders get?
Droids don't get anything.
Not a forgiving place for our droid friends. One last question. If a raider's found lying about who they are, what would be a fitting punishment?
Left on an asteroid with a day's worth of air.
You're a sharp one. Here's the reward.
Thanks a lot.
You earned it. Maybe you could teach some of the others around here.
I'm getting out of here. I was in the turbo lift and it dropped an entire floor, with me still in it.
I told you not to use that one. A similar thing happened to me last night. I'm guarding the hall and I hear a door open. Then someone says my name. But when I turn around, nobody there. Then the door just shuts. All on its own.
This place, it's trying to kill us.
Wish I could disagree.
Listen, there's this raiding team, the Merrick Crows. They're raking in the loot out there in Kepi space. And they're recruiting.
Oh, that's tempting.
No treasure's worth this. If you're serious about joining a real crew, meet me here tonight.
Hey, you new?
Just here to, pick up some extra crew for a big raid.
Look no further. Sign me up.
Oh, I don't know. This job really needs experts.
Great, because I have been in more fights than an Akle on Geonosis.
Then how come I haven't heard of you?
Because I keep being left behind here. I should be out there, cracking skulls and snatching credits, not guarding tombs. You have got to take me.
We've only got 2 spots. No room for deadweight.
Okay? Okay, fine. Maybe a few credits would change your mind.
You're a raider. You gotta have something more interesting to offer than credits.
Fine. How about this? Pocketed it during the previous job. Good enough?
Huh. Yep, that'll do. Landing pad, this time tomorrow. Don't be late. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, you're in. Meet me on the landing pad this time tomorrow, and don't be late. Yes.
You will not regret this. Thank you.
Ah, that was a load of mudyak swill. Isn't there anyone on this rock who knows how to tell a story? You there? New blood.
Me?
I don't see any other fresh trample horns scuttling around this rock. Tell me a story. Make it exciting.
You ever heard of a Rancor?
Let me guess. A big, scary beast?
Yeah. Big enough to pick you up and eat you. But I fought it. Just me. Alone. Dropped some detonite right on its head. That made it mad. It rammed into the wall, and I slipped out right as the whole place came down on it.
She's tough, Ibis. Maybe you should send her after your droids.
What's he talking about?
Wait alone here, New Blood. I heard The Kepi left a host of droids deep in the rock, guarding against anyone fool enough to set foot in their tomb.
Would they even still work?
Who knows? But don't worry yourself. I'm sure they are no match for a Rancor killer like you.
Yeah, something like that. You ever seen a High Republic ship?
How old do you think I am?
There's a wreck out in the Shadola sector. Got cut clean in half somehow, but it's still loaded with all this rare tech. Ancient, super rare. Some greedy little scrapper tried to blast me in the back for it. But I was on him. I blasted him before he even got the chance.
She's tough, Ibis. Maybe you should send her after your droids.
What's he talking about?
Wait alone here, New Blood. I heard the Kepi left a host of droids deep in the rock, guarding against anyone fool enough to set foot in their tomb.
Would they even still work?
Who knows? But don't worry yourself. You'll be fine as long as you keep that blaster of yours handy.
Yeah, something like that. You ever gone up against a BX commando?
I don't got a death wish.
I had one hunting me through a Star Destroyer once. Mean droid, absolute sleemo. No matter how fast I ran, I could always hear him right behind me. So I lured him into the, reactor. Right into the core, and bam! Bolt of electroplasma shorted him out.
She's tough, Ibis. Maybe you should send her after your droids.
What's he talking about?
Wait alone here, New Blood. I heard the Kepi left a host of droids deep in the rock, guarding against anyone fool enough to set foot in their tomb.
Would they even still work?
Who knows? But don't worry yourself. You already beat one droid. What's a few more?
Yeah, something like that. You ever taken on a pirate queen?
Let me guess. You have?
Her name was Procyon. Pretty much ran the Akiva system. One time, we were fighting over this, kidnapped rich guy. I chased her through space. She was tough. But one perfect, impossible shot to the exhaust, and boom! Last thing I heard on the comms was her swearing she'd get revenge from, beyond the grave, I think.
She's tough, Ibis. Maybe you should send her after your droids.
What's he talking about?
Wait alone here, New Blood. I heard the Kepi left a host of droids deep in the rock, guarding against anyone fool enough to set foot in their tomb.
Would they even still work?
Who knows? But don't worry yourself. It's nothing compared to an angry ghost.
Yeah, something like that. Think we're in with the crew, Nix?